There are a lot of racists and Islamophobes in this new country of mine, but you know what? There are also a lot of people who have our backs, who stand with us, who are our allies, because there are countless Americans out there who have defended us, protected us, especially over the last 2 years. People you may never know, you may never ever hear about, but we are not alone. And there is one community in particular which has stood strongly with us, that's also been targeted with anti-Muslim attacks, even though they're not Muslims themselves. You know who I'm talking about. The Sikh community. The very first person to be killed after 9/11 in a quote-unquote revenge attack by a guy who said he wanted to go and shoot some towel heads was Balbir Singh Sodhi, a Sikh gas station owner in Arizona. Bearded Sikhs in turbans, in fact, have been attacked non-stop by Islamophobes since 9/11. But Islam's not a race, okay? So you might think that Sikhs would want to keep their distance from us, disown us, throw us under the bus. But that's not what this community has done. The Sikh Coalition, which our award winner tonight, Amardeep Singh, co-founded, is the largest Sikh civil rights organization in the US. The Sikh Coalition has been at the forefront of fighting anti-Muslim bigotry, Islamophobia, racism in this country. Amardeep has testified in Congress. He's written reports for Human Rights Watch, and in his role in the Open Society Foundations has helped fund and provide emergency support for Muslim organizations fighting back against bigotry. Amardeep has shown us that the way to battle against bigotry, the way that that battle has to be won, is by sticking together, by showing up, by having each other's backs, by building friendships and alliances with and for each other. Amardeep reminds us all that the battle against bigotry cannot be won by any one minority community. All of us who believe in human rights and in dignity and in equality have to stand in solidarity with one another. So Amardeep, let me say this to you. Thank you for being such a fearless ally of ours. You are truly an inspiration to us all.
It's no secret, as Mehdi said, we are living in troubling times. We've seen attacks against Muslims and those who are perceived to be Muslim grow at alarming rates each year. We've seen every form of bigotry, racism, sexism, and xenophobia emerge, emboldened and unashamed. When our communities face so many challenges on so many fronts, it can be tempting to feel, as American Muslims, like we are shouldering the burdens of Islamophobia alone. I don't know about you, but 2 years ago, my world was suddenly turned upside down. And I felt like, maybe deep down, no one really cared enough about our communities to stop the growing tide of bigotry. I was in shock, terrified for the future, and worried that my community's struggles would be left abandoned. And while I was still gathering my courage to make sense of this new world, I received an announcement from Amardeep Singh. He and his colleagues were immediately making available $10 million in grants to support nonprofits rising to the challenge of resisting the spread of hate. Amardeep's actions on that day, and on many days, capture what it means to be a fearless ally. He stepped up when he was needed most. He showed resolute commitment to the protection, rights, and well-being of our communities, and a determination to push back against hate and intolerance. He has used every one of his platforms and spaces of privilege to organize against bigotry and to build the capacity of marginalized communities to stand up for themselves. And he reminded me, in my moment of despair and uncertainty, that we are not, and we never will be, alone. Amardeep is a leader of transformational solidarity who sees the big picture. He initiated and led solidarity summits, bringing together leading funders with civil rights and social change organizations to better collaborate with one another and amplify each other's work. I have seen Amardeep show up to every single gathering focused on mobilizing against hate, always sincere, present, and deeply listening. He's always ready to roll up his sleeves and tirelessly work to solve for each and every challenge. While Amardeep began his work out of concerns for his Sikh community and the aftermath of 9/11, a community we know has suffered its share of hate and discrimination, His work never ended there. He is a leader who truly understands that to build an inclusive society, you can never be just for your own people, you must be for others too. Amardeep, you truly embody what it means to be a fearless ally, and it is with great admiration that we express our gratitude to you tonight, and it is my honor to present to you, along with Mehdi, Hasan, Farhan Latif, and Kareem El-Hibri, the 2018 Fearless Ally Award.